what are some of the costs of not being culturally competent? These are not little things, right?
So, Kim, before
Yes,
you do these,
yes.
because I think this is a great slide. This is one of my favorite slides
Oh,
of this presentation because anytime we can link it back to cost,
mm-hmm.
I think it's so critical. But I want to tell you two very short stories.
Okay.
And the reason that I want to do this is because as people are watching this afterward, or as you're thinking about the cost of culture, I want to really make that cost real for people. So I
Yes.
happen to be a blind person. I'm a VP. I spoke wrong, by the way. I'm a senior VP of business development and partnerships. Forgot.
Mhm.
Um, and when you are in a role like that, a lot of people will approach me to sell me stuff, right? They want to
Yes.
sell me their solution that's going to give us leads, or they want to sell me their solution that's going to do all these 75 emails a day for me and blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember, my company is a digital accessibility company.
Right.
So, one of the questions that I'm going to always ask someone, not just because I'm a blind guy, but because I work for a company who specializes in digital accessibility, is I'm going to say, is your solution accessible? And I'm not kidding you. 80% of the time, this is the response that I get. Oh, well, Jeremy, you don't understand. People with disabilities really aren't our priority market. And so we just don't have the time to really prioritize that. But I can check into our team and see if that's something that they want to bump up on the priority list.
Wow.
They're trying to get me to buy from them. And they have basically, with that statement, insulted me as a blind person and
Mm-hmm.
apparently as a potential buyer because the way that they handled that question is not, I would not buy from someone that did that, right?
Right.
um
Right.
and so I think one of the things, now how do you get around that? Wow, I'm not really sure if this is accessible or not. I would like to learn more about that as well.
Hmm.
I wonder what we are doing as a company to make sure that more people can buy our product.
Wow.
And that's an interest, like that starts a dialogue. And so cost is not always something that we can quantify, but I can tell you out of the 100 people that I've talked to in the last 6 months since I've taken this job,
Mm-hmm.
together they've cost themselves probably $300,000
Wow.
because it was so offensive to me that I wouldn't even entertain a conversation.
And that's not chump change.